Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create new sprites. So first of all we can go down here, and first way of creating a new sprite is we can click on this here, so choose sprite from library. So if I click on that now, it opens up this huge library of sprites. So for now I'm just going to choose the Bear 2 sprite. So to select it, I click on it once and I go down to this OK button here and I click that. So then it loads up this bear. So from here, if I go to costumes, I can see that there's two different costumes. So costumes are what you see on the stage. So if you look at the moment, the bear's just standing there, but if I click this here, you can see that the bear's now got one arm in the air. So now we're going to create another sprite, so we're going to paint a new sprite. So if I click on this here, so it opens up this canvas. So because my screen's bigger, the canvas is slightly smaller, so I can just zoom in a bit, so the canvas is much bigger, so it allows me to draw more detailed drawings. So what I can do now is I could draw my own sprite. So this is a lot like Microsoft Paint or anything like that. It's got a brush, a line tool and others. So let's start off with the brush. So the brush is just like a normal tool. You could just draw freehand with it. So if I want to draw straight lines, I could choose this here. So this is the line tool. So if I click on that, I could just draw a straight line. So wherever I move my mouse, just is a straight line to there. So if I let go here, draws a straight line from this point here to here. So if I wanted to change the colour of these, I could go down here and choose one of these colours. So if I click on the red, if I draw a line now, click on it and drag, you can see that the line's now red. So this also works with the brush. So now if I draw something, it's in red. Okay, so now moving on. So these next two are shapes. So the rectangle. So if I click on that, as you can see if you go down here, there are two different shapes. One of them is a border. So if I click here, what I do is I click, hold it in, and I drag it, and it creates a rectangle. But as you can see, it's only the border. So just then I let go of my mouse, and as you can see I can edit it a bit more from here. So I could stretch it out, and I could change its size like this. So this keeps its ratio. I could also move it around and rotate it. So next up we've got the circle or ellipse. So if I just click on that, this time I'm going to do the infield. So this one here. So I could just click and hold, and as you see it's filled in this time, it's a solid colour. But if I hold shift, you can see that it's a circle. So if I let go now, you can see that's a perfect circle shape. So I could just click off it, and then as you can see it's been put on here now. So underneath that we have a few more tools. So first of all we have the text tool. So if I just click on that. So for here you can first of all you can choose a font. So you have these fonts down here to choose from. I'm just going to use the first one, so Donegal. So from here I could just click on the canvas and I could write something in, just type something in. It's not quite how you spell hello, but close enough. So there, and just click off it, and then like with the shapes you can edit it, you could stretch it out and rotate it as well as move it. So now just click off and it's there. So next up we have this tool. So this, you might recognise it, this fills something with colour. So if I wanted to fill in this rectangle here with the colour, all I need to do is select the colour. So I don't want it to be red, I'm going to choose yellow. Then I could just click. As you can see it fills up all this area with colour. if it's not an enclosed space, it would leak out into the background and fill in the whole background. So if you want to undo that, you can either click this arrow up here and undo. Just wait for that to happen. Or just fill it in again. If you go down here, you'd see there's this colour here which has a line. So this is no colour. So as you can see, the background is checkered, which means that it's transparent. If I click here, it changes it back to transparent. Okay, so the next tool, this is an eraser, so it's quite self-explanatory. I can just erase things. So next up we have the select tool. So this, the name suggests, it allows you to select things. So if I just select this, I can now move it around. See, it separates from the rest of the drawing. Change its size and rotate it. So yeah, so that's how the select works. So now underneath, I'm going to use this tool a bit later on. So the remove background tool I'm going to use later. So for now we're just going to use select and duplicate. So if I can, this is a lot like the select tool. So I just select something. Oh, there you go. But now it makes a duplicate. So if I move it, you can see there's now 2 hello boxes. Okay, so next we're going to go here. So the last one. So this is new sprite from camera. So if I click on that, Scratch is going to ask me for permission to use my camera and microphone. So if you deny it, you won't be able to do this. So you just want to click allow. So because I'm using this camera for this recording, I have to use my computer's webcam, which isn't very good. So I'll just take a photo with that now. So as you can see, horrible photo, but you could just see my face in it. So if you like the photo, you can click save. And as you can see, it creates a new sprite. So if I go to costumes now, just wait for it to load. I'll now show you how to do this remove background. So if I select it, how this works is you can see I've got this green dot. So what I want to do is I want to outline what I want to keep. So I just want to keep my my face and neck. So what I'll do is I just draw an outline. It doesn't need to be perfect, but just an outline around my face or around my head. So just do that quite quickly. So remember, it is Scratch, so the main part of Scratch isn't making images, so it's not perfect. But as you can see, it just loads up. It makes it a lot better. So if I click off it now, just loads again, and it deletes all of this. Oh, so I need to click here, don't I? So yeah, as you see, it just deleted all of it. So if I want to just go over it again, just do it much quicker this time. If you just go over it quickly, you can keep doing this until it looks a bit more like what you want. So you could just keep doing this, and eventually you could just use the eraser tool. So yeah, as you see, it didn't change much there. So now I could just use the eraser tool and just remove it. So I'm just going to leave it there, but if you want to put your face in it, you could spend a bit of time and it could look really nice. So the last thing we're going to do is upload a sprite from file. So if I click on that, so I'm just blurring most of this out because I don't want you to see everything I have. But for now, I'm going to use this. So this is this is a picture of the Roboclub tutorials logo. If I click on it and click open, as you can see, it uploads it. Okay, so as you see, it just uploaded the image. So there you go. So here's the logo. So what I just did there, I don't think I've actually told you, is in sprites on the stage, if you click on them, you can actually drag them about, moving them. So anyway, so from here, I go to costumes. As you can see, there's a white background there, so that means it blocks things behind it. So and just want to quickly change that, fill with colour, and then select no colour, which I've already done, then just click the border. There you go. That's it. So if I want to make it smaller, I could always select it and make it smaller, like I'm going to do now. So yeah, just make it smaller. So there you go. That looks much nicer. Okay, so I'm going to end this video now. It was quite a long one, so if you want to re-watch parts of it, you can do that. So I'll see you in the next video.